Hello everyone, this is Terry Honeycutt with my photo borders. Today I've got a new product that I want to introduce to everyone, and it's team schedule overlays that we have designed over the past year. I've had several customers asking about team schedule templates, so we decided that we would start adding a few to our collection of designs. And so the way we went about these is we're basically just going to make these overlays. So you can just drag and drop them to an existing design you already have, if you want to purchase one of our designs, or if you already have your own design or another design from another designer, you can use it as well. So like I say, these are very flexible overlays. You can scale them up, scale them down, whatever you need to make them fit your schedules. So let me go ahead and get started. So I have one of our templates opened up here to kind of give you an example of how this would work. And I have a schedule overlay here that I have set up. So if you notice, we have this schedule set up for 12 games. Like I say, if you have less than 12 games, what I'd recommend doing is just hide the games you don't want. Let's say, for example, you got 10 games, so I would hide the 12th game, 11th game, and then I would select the first game through the 10th, so select the active games, go to the move tool and just recenter your overlay, and that's simple. And like I say, if you only had 5 games, you could do the same thing basically. So just recenter, hide the ones you're not using, and recenter. So let's go ahead and jump back to the original schedule, and we're going to stick with the 12 games for the examples here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to my template. And so let's say, for example, you have this design, or maybe you already have your design ready with the players. We're not going to use this bottom text for this example. So what I would do is I would probably just get rid of all this bottom data because the overlay already has text in it. So I would come here, grab everything from the main title down to the 12th game. Select all of those layers. You don't need to select the base, just select the main title and the 12 games. I'm going to hold down my shift key, drag to the template, and let go. Okay, and if you notice, it doesn't really pop here because it's dark down there. So what I would do is I'd go ahead and put a white glow behind there, or just a faded white bottom. So what I'm going to do is below the 12th game, I'm going to add a new layer. I'm going to come to my gradient tool, and I have the color white selected for the foreground. I'm going to come here and just drag up and just add a white bottom to the bottom. Now it'll make it pop. So the team photos will still go where it says drop photos above here. I'm going to add one more layer, blank layer, and I have a team photo already selected. I'm going to drag that over from my Adobe Bridge and just drop it into here. There we go. Okay, and just as easy as that, just a few steps, we've taken a template design and turned it into a team schedule in a matter of a minute or two. Very flexible. So as far as the schedules themselves, if you notice, everything is in folders. So saying that, keep in mind that these are only going to be compatible with Adobe Photoshop. These will not be compatible with Adobe Elements due to the fact that everything is in folders, and it would be hard if we didn't have them in folders, because then it would just be so many layers, it would be confusing. So, so you will need Adobe Photoshop to be able to use these. So if you expand the folders, for example, the first game, you'll see you have the team name, the date, home or away. So you have all the titles, and then you have the different background elements. And you notice this has 3, so it has the month element, the day, and the location element. So those you can change colors as well if you have teams that are red, teams that are purple, green. So you can modify those to match your team colors. And then you have the main title, which is at the top. That's the 2 text lines here. You can customize those as well. So let's go ahead and show you another example. I'm going to go ahead and delete the overlay, and I'm going to open a new overlay. Let me close the other one out. And this will give you another idea how the various overlays we have, how they look. So I'm going to do the same thing, grab main title to the 12th game, hold down my shift key and drag over to my template. And there you go, just as easy as that. You got a different layout. Same thing, you got the folders for each game, and each one is customizable. So, and I have one more I want to show you real quick. Let me delete these again. So I have one here I want to show you. It's it looks better if it's actually well, it was set up for a dark background. That's why we have the black base back here, so you can kind of get an idea. But keep in mind that you can still make these work for dark or light background. So I'm going to grab this, pull it over. Okay, if you notice, it doesn't look bad. The only thing I would do in this scenario, so let's say you wanted to keep the faded white color down here because it goes better with this design or this template. What you can do is take the main title. If you notice, all the main title is white text. So in the main title, you have the 2 lines of text, and then you have these separator lines. Now, of course, you could go through and change all 4 things to black. You could put a drop shadow on them or whatever. So just for this example, I'm going to make them all black just so they pop out. But a neat little trick here is if everything in your folder is white, instead of changing all 4, just come out here and double click and make a layer style, and I'm going to say color overlay, and just apply black to the folder instead of each element. So it's much quicker. I can change it that fast. The only thing I would do different in this design is because you have these white blocks and white on white is blending in, I would come through here and select these blocks. So I'm going to click here, first game color, should be that one. Yeah. So I'm going to double click on the color block and maybe make them just, you know, if you want to keep them bright, you can make them a kind of like a gray color and make them stand out. And then you can copy the code. Do the same thing here. Paste. And if you get the idea, so I'm just going through changing each of the white ones, or you can make them any other color. But just saying that that would make them stand out a little better if you want to do that scenario. So I'm going to do here. The other thing is, if you didn't want to use the white, then you could always do black fade behind here. I'll just kind of show you what that looks like real quick. Let me okay, so let me turn off my white layer, and I'm gonna make a new layer real quick, and we're gonna make this black. So I'm gonna put black as the foreground, come here, drag up, and then I'm going to take that color overlay off, uncheck it up here. There we go. So you could go back to the original default of the schedule overlay. So like I say, this is just to show you how flexible they are. So keep in mind, this design here is the our banner, our player and team banner templates, which is like a 4x6 foot banner. But these will also work on banners that are 2x3, 4x5, 4x6. like I say, basically just scale the overlay down to fit your design. Even on a panoramic, these will work on a panoramic. Now, of course, you'll have you know, a lot more blank space to the left and right, but that's fine. It still looks good on a panoramic. But so like I say, that's pretty flexible, pretty easy. We're going to be releasing a few of these, and then depending on how these sell, if we get a lot of interest, then we will continue making other formats, other layouts, maybe even some vertical layouts. And so if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call or shoot me an email or message me on Facebook. Thank you very much and have a great day. Bye-bye.